I just wanna be great.
Morning, me little chicken giblets. Day 35. And my camera's on the piss. There we go. There we go. I didn't work at all yesterday. It's Tuesday day. My head's been up my arse. I haven't been very well. Wifey was bad and the Ben was bad, and I wasn't too much cop. I bid on a few things yesterday. I was bidding like high. Didn't really want them, but if I got them, I would have done them. I went for my physio. I went to see the physio at 9 o'clock in the morning, and they're putting us in for an MRI. So good. Finally, got to find out what it is. But my head's been up my arse. This CX stuff, it's about 10 days ago now that we put our VAT number onto CX, and then I got a thing to do trusted. Couldn't get my picture to upload. Sent loads of support files, tickets. Tried to ring them. The only telephone number that answered, the rest of them were cutting us off, was the one if you want to buy it. I just done it out of fucking spite. Just thought, I know this will answer. And sure enough, I made an international dial-in tone for a couple of seconds. Then that lassie's name, who begins with a P, she answered. So you can buy CX, but you can't get any help when you need it. Eventually, I put into the WhatsApp group, seeing if anybody else had the same issue. I've done this 40, 50 times with JPEGs, JPGs, PNGs. One of the lads said, try a PDF. I tried a PDF. It worked. So, done that. I then emailed them a ticket and said, or I got an email from them saying you've been, was it like unblocked or something? I hadn't been fucking blocked. And that my VAT was now on. So happy days. So we've backdated all the invoices, all that kind of stuff. My wife's going to work through some of the ones that have already been approved because I can't cancel them. So, yeah, that's where we're at. We're trying to get some work today. As you can see, I've got a new microphone. This is so I can do some kind of filming of the road as we're driving. And I've tested it and you can kind of hear us all right. So quite pleased with that. So yeah, you're pretty much up to speed. I feel like it's a fresh start. As in, I've got everything I need to do for the CX. I didn't want to go to work because I couldn't invoice. In my head, it was just I couldn't get past it. I like to finish my job, invoice it, yada yada. Getting further and further into kind of troubled waters, as in I'm invoicing without VAT, but the VAT man wants his fucking VAT, So it's just craziness. So yeah, didn't have the best experience of when you need help. So the CX is great, the app's great, no issues at all, but when you need something you can't control, that's kind of where it falls down. I think that's a vibe I'm getting inside the WhatsApp groups as well, especially with the likes of trust and things. It just seems to be bollocks, is the answer. So there you go, you're all up to speed. It's Tuesday, it's day 35. I've bidden a couple of jobs at 85p, didn't get them. We'll see how it goes, and I'll fetch you onto the road. Just so we can have a bit chunter as we're going. Right, catch you in a bit. Right then, I sat at my perch this morning. There must be 50 vans in Newcastle, so I don't know where all the fuckers have come from. No jobs that I got anyway, 85 pences. I bid for a local job as well, but it was a full pallet. It was only going like 20 mile, but I think I put 45 quid in it. It was a full pallet. Didn't get that either, so people's doing that for cheap. So I thought, fuck it, I've mentioned it before, I'm going to jump on the A1, head south. I've put a future journey in, is Wetherby, and already jobs started to come through, so rather than sitting there waiting for something to happen, it's 9:20, I'm going to head down the road. So I will update you if and when we get a job. Right, we'll try this again. So we've got a job. So I headed down the roads. The jobs came on from Ripon to Bradford. Can't remember what it was, 20 odd mile. I'm about 15 minutes away from Ripon. So I bid 40 quid and it gets us a start. I'm in Bradford. Well, hopefully I'll be in Bradford. We're a busier area. I am hoping to get home tonight. I just want to add it in here because Newcastle's playing AC Milan. I'm not a Newcastle fan. I support everybody who plays against Newcastle, so you can imagine who I support. I support the poor team of Sunderland. But I do get to support 20 other teams every year who's in the Premier League playing against them. And I do get to hopefully see Milan give them a kick in the night. But yes, we've got a job. See how it goes. Right, welcome back. We're on the M62, so we're dropped off in Bradford at a care home, and I've picked the job up going from Wakefields, which I said was just under 30 minutes, going back to Middlesbrough. So an hour's run, I bid 60 quid on it. Gets us obviously back towards the northeast. Still only lunchtime, but I'll be quite happy with that. That's the traffic just literally opened up, so I was getting worried. I thought it was going to be bad. But yeah, so that'll be our second job. So it was worth us coming down here. You know, I'll have made whatever 100 quid by 1 o'clock, and we'll try and get something for this afternoon as well without going too far. I mean, our class kind of leads not as local, you know, anywhere within a couple of hours. But yeah, you're all up to date. Catch you in a bit. Right, I'm back. We're on the A1. Mrs. Wifey, well, I spoke to Wifey earlier on. I said, listen, if there's anything at Newcastle tomorrow, I want to be home tonight for the footy and yada yada. Just have a bid in it. Anyway, Speedy Face just rang us. Don't know which one it was. But yeah, you've been the job tomorrow from Newcastle to Edinburgh. 120 quid. Yeah, we'd like to boot you for that. All right, cheers, pal. Anyway, I rang the missus and said, yeah, you know, what's this job? What is it? And all the rest of it. So she's working out with 85 pence a mile and a new les charge. So there you go. So now I don't feel guilty about trying to stay local today. I've got a job out in Newcastle tomorrow. All up to date. Bye for now. Right then, we literally got all the way home. The match kicks off at 5:45. It's now 20 past 4, and a job come on, and I recognised the postcode, so I knew it was going to be the Courier north of the Tyne. It was a city sprint job. It's literally going from North Shields to South Shields, so you're through the tunnel twice, and I put in 40 quid. So happy days. So I should get all done and dusted before the match. It's just literally the traffic through the tunnel. So kind of peak time for it. But I'll fetch you back for the tunnel run and we'll see how bad it is. Right, I'll bring you back for a run through the tunnel. I'll fetch back memories for some of you lads who never come up north. Or for the lads who are not couriers and watching. I've noticed today that Hebe has got a headlight out. Fantastic. So I've ordered some off Amazon, but they won't get here tomorrow. So yeah, she's got a pearly eye. I'm hoping I can change it myself. I'll have a go anyway before I let somebody else do it. So the Tyne Tunnel. Fog on the Tyne is all mine, all mine. So it's been pretty sweet. I'm hoping we can pick this up really quickly off this courier company and get it through. It's going to a spa in South Shields, so I've basically got an hour and 15 before the match starts. I think I'll be fine. Now, when I first used to come through this tunnel as a kid, it was literally just one tunnel. It's now two now. So you used to be in the left-hand lane, the oncoming traffic used to be in the right-hand lane. It was a nightmare. Like rush hour would take you well over an hour. It's still a nightmare now. This one's a 30 speed limit, so there's no tolls anymore, just camera operated like everywhere else. The other side's 40 coming back. But It says speed cameras, there isn't speed cameras. This tunnel I've went through at ridiculous speeds on bikes and everything. It's normally just the traffic that holds it up. It's kind of in the shape of a horseshoe. So I'll keep you with us until we get through. Okay, nearly there. We should start to see the light shortly. Walk towards the light. Oh, there's Thompson's wagon. Fancies my lane like Thorburn wagon. I thought it was Thompson's. There you go. There's the light. That's why she wants to be on this side. Come on, the big boy. There you go. You're through the tunnel.